So it seems like the United Nations are trying their best not just to be seen as one of the most pointless organizations, but also one of the most damaging organizations. So they've decided to pick a biological male to be the UK champion for women's rights. Yes, so this person is now going to be the champion on women's rights for the UK. So it's not just the United Nations that's a problem, it's also the UK representation, the British government's representation in the United Nations. It's not the first time that the UN has done something really weird. You've had Afghanistan and the Taliban being parts of the Committee for Human Rights, Women's Rights. We had the Iranian regime being part of the Committee for Human Rights, Women's Rights. We had Saudi Arabia, we had Qatar. It makes no sense, but this is where we are. So we've had organizations including Fair Play for Women, Sex Matters, even the Transgender Trend and the Women's Rights Network, all sharing their dismay and disappointment over the model, Monroe Bergdorf, who has been chosen to be the UK champion. Let's see what this person said. Well, Monroe is 36 years old, saying, "I'm incredibly proud to step into my new role as a UN Women UK champion." Working with the UN has been a personal ambition and dream of mine ever since I started working in the activism space over a decade ago. It's a responsibility that I don't take lightly. Ooh. I will use this role to further advocate for the progress, safety, inclusion and empowerment of all women and girls, of all communities and identities. I will continue to draw attention to the systemic and social impact of misogyny, transphobia and gender-based inequality within the UK in order to help provide data and insight that contributes to forming tangible methods of tracking and count. These are just random words now. At the end, it's just random words. What else can we use? Tangible, trackable, solution, good stuff. Just find all the words, any words you could find, because there's not much else to say about the fact that when you're appointing a biological man to be the champion on behalf of this, basically, this movement is at times implying and at times kind of confirming directly that men are good at everything, even being women. They're literally basically saying men are being better at being women than women can be women. This is bad. Women have been cancelled. Mothers have been cancelled. You can't say mothers anymore. You have to say, what was it? Birth givers or guardians, whatever you have to say. Grandmothers. Oh, they were cancelled ages ago because grandmothers implied that you were married and had kids and had grandkids. That's not really a norm anymore. That's very traditional. Marriage is so yesterday, and everything has been cancelled. But jokes aside, it is a little bit concerning what's going on, obviously. But we have to use this opportunity to talk about the United Nations and our membership of this organization.